Good morning. Sorry I'm late. Had a dog issue. Hi, I'm Brian. Welcome to the channel. If you're there, if you're on replay, which, hi. How you doing? Good morning. Nice of you to join me. I had my spiel going, but it's too early in the damn morning, as usual. You are a trooper. How's it going, my friend? I'm going to do my regular show today. Hey, Netmaster. How's it going, kiddo? Yes, we are doing our regular show today because my name's Brian, and I'm a poet, and on this channel we do poetry. And right now we do it with a twist. You know what I mean? No, you don't know what I mean because I haven't explained it. I take old poetry. Old doesn't necessarily mean bad, but cool. I know there's enough bad poetry out there. All I have to do is look at my notebooks. Well, I take old poetry and I put it into a music AI. Yes, it was created AI. And we do compare and contrast because it spits out 2 tracks. This is one called Suno. So, I know I'm supposed to say this shit and it doesn't really do me any good. You know, yeah, and I'm cussing only a minute or 2 into it because, you know, that's just how my life is. Because, you know, we went from 450 to 449 again. It just doesn't make no sense. So like and subscribe and or what the fuck ever. But everything here we do is, you know, under fair use and all that stuff. And if YouTube pushes it out, then and if it does, and if YouTube doesn't, then fuck YouTube. Yes, I'm in that bit of a mood this morning. So let's just get going with what we're getting going here. And I'll show you what we're doing. All right. Got to share the screen. All right. This morning, we are doing these 6 particular poems by these 6 particular poets. The first one, A Vision. See, because we were supposed to do these last week and I got disgruntled and exhausted and all that shit. So I was like, fuck it, you know. I know I'm supposed to be a family-friendly program, but right now it's too hot. It's too early in the morning. And you know. So we're going to do Oscar Wilde, A Vision. And then I Taste a Liquor Never Brewed. Or Emily Dickinson. You know, we like her. Now, Haggis Basher should be for this one. Be here for this one, so I don't know. One of y'all who know her. Hey, Irish! Ugly's the operative word. If I was prettier, I'd have more subscribers. Yes, pretty has privilege. You will never, ever, ever convince me otherwise. On gay wallpaper. So if you know Haggis, tell her to get her ass here. She might like this one. And then A Night at Dago Tom's. Now Dago used to be a slur for Italians, but we mean it in however the hell he meant it. This guy here, so we'll blame him. John Masefield. Yeah, well, you know how it goes. Freaking climate change. Ugh. Global warming. Ugh. Stupidity. Ugh. Yeah, well, we deserve the fate we get. In Flanders Field, speaking of war poets, one of our war poets, John McCrae. And then a returning favorite, as usual, Sarah Teasdale. Advice to a Girl. So, I hope y'all looking forward to. I've already heard the first 2, well, 4, but I forgot what they sounded like. So that's going to be like. And I think the only other person that's heard them was Miriam, and I went and deleted it. So it's all new to us. Yep. You know what they call it here in America? Fat man weather. Oh, go ahead and do that there. And then do this here. Or, that there. All right. Here we go. Let me stop sharing that. And put that there. Hey, Joe. That reminds me, I got to eat my daily banana, which I do have some. How's it going? You're here for this disgruntled, me this morning. Hey, Kathy. Well, seems like the family's here. So, yeah. What's a little existential angst among friends? All right. Let's play this first one here. Yes. A Vision, Oscar Wilde, number 1.
Two crowned kings and one that stood alone, with no green weight of laurels around his head, but with sad eyes as one uncomforted and wearied with man's never ceasing moan. For sins no bleeding victim can atone, and sweet long lips with tears and kisses fed. Girt was he in a garment black and red, and at his feet I marked a broken stone, which sent up lilies dove-like to his knees. Now at their sight, my heart being lit with flame, I cried to Beatrice, saying, "Who are these?" And she made answer, knowing well each name. As Shiloh's first, the second Sophocles, and last white stream of tears. We're reaping
You're sleepy AF. Well, hopefully something we play today will wake you up. Or coffee. Let's see. I know that one was cool because I remember that one from the last time. And did I? Yes, this was the only note I made. A Vision, number 1. So yeah, you'll probably hear that one again. Of course, that one's only here. Let me look. Oh yeah, that one's 2 minutes and 23 seconds long. But guess what? This one is only 2 minutes and 4 seconds. So let's listen to the second version of it, shall we? Second version of this one. A Vision, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Oscar Wilde. Here we go.
two crowned kings and one that stood alone, with no green weight of laurels around his head, but with sad eyes as one uncomforted and wearied with man's never ceasing moans. For sins no bleeding victim can atone, and sweet long lips with tears and kisses fed. Girt was he in a garment black and red, and at his feet a broken stone, which sent up lilies dove-like to his knees. Now at their sight, my heart being lit with flame, I cried to Beatrice, say, who are these? And she made answer, knowing well each name.
As she loves first, the second sulfur goes, and last white stream of tear Euripides.
Really? Okay. Yeah, but that was a little weird, but okay, so y'all agree. Who is the winner? Okay, I've been overruled. See? Mm. Hey, some things still in this life still are a democracy. Although, do you think that one would be better in a different genre? I mean, you got any ideas what it might sound cool as? Because both of those two sound cool. Number one, I like better than number two, but hey, my opinion, like most people's, it sucks. All right, let's go ahead with what we're going ahead with. The Emily Dickinson one for the program, and this one's a little longer. This one's 2 minutes. Do you think it fits the poem better? Yeah, that's one of the things we do look for on the show. What fits? You know? Here we go. I taste a liquor. Emily Dickinson.
I taste a liquor never brewed, from tankard scooped in pearl. Not all the vats upon the Rhine yield such an alcohol. Inebriate of air am I, and debauchee of dew, reeling through endless summer days from inns of molten blue. When the landlords turn the drunken bee out of the foxglove's door, when butterflies renounce their drams, I shall but drink the more, till seraphs swing their snowy hats and saints to windows run to see the little tippler leaning against the sun. Taste a liquor never brewed, from tankard scooped in pearl. Not all the vats upon the Rhine yield such an alcohol. Inebriate of air am I, and debauchee of dew, reeling through endless summer days from inns of molten blue. When the landlords turn the drunken bee out of the foxglove's door, when butterflies renounce their drives, I shall but drink the more, till seraphs swing their snowy hats and saints to windows run to see the little tippler leaning against the and saints to windows run to see the little tippler leaning against the sun.
So, what do y'all think? Y'all think about, give that one a think, and I'll go here and go. Sophia, hey, you are getting the disgruntled, cynical poet Brian today. For reasons, even though I did make an A and a B in my classes. If y'all didn't know that already, I announced it yesterday, told a few people out and about and stuff like that. But yes, I made an A in my biology class, and I made a B in my music class. And then we got the other part of our West Coast crew here. How you doing, Melody? Another early riser along with Pizza and Kathy. That one was okay. I don't know. I don't know. I like when I think Emily Dickinson, I'm thinking blues. I don't know. Something a little heavier. You know, because as our Indigo here always, where are you, Indigo? As Indigo always says, Indigo thinks that Emily Dickinson, if Emily Dickinson was alive today, would be a rocker like Joan Jett. Which, hey, let's find out. And I might come back to that one in the blues, you know, give it the Black Sabbath treatment. Here we go. I taste a liquor.
I taste a liquor never brewed, from tankards scooped in pearls. Not all the vats upon the Rhine yield such an alcohol. Inebriate of air am I, and debauchee of dew, reeling through endless summer days, from inns of molten blue. When the landlords turn the drunken bee out of the foxglove's door, when butterflies announce their drives, I shall but drink the more, till seraphs swing their snowy hats and saints to windows run to see the little tippler leaning against the sun. I taste a liquor never brewed, from tankards scooped in pearl. Not all the vats upon the Rhine yield such an alcohol. Inebriate of air and wine, and debauchee of dew, reeling through endless summer days, from molten blue. When the landlords turn the drunken bee out of the foxglove's door, when butterflies announce their drums, I shall but drink While seraphs swing their snowy hats and saints to windows run to see the little tippler leaning against the sun.
All right, let me go back. All right, Miriam, you got here right at the right time, because at this time in the program last Monday is when I said fuck it and left and deleted it. So it's all new to you too. It's all new to me. Well, it's kind of all new anyways, because the only one I really remembered was number one, and not the number one on number one, but I agree this one right here is a lot better than the second one. So hey, there you go. Let me go here. What else we had show up here? Yes, the protests seem to be going good over there. That's nice. I'm lucky if I get 22 views. Yeah, like yesterday's show only got 20 views. 22K views is good. Well, of course, we've decided that YouTube hates me, so, yes, it's too early in the morning. Yes, number 2 was a heck of a lot better than number 1. I might still give it the Sabbath treatment, though. I don't know. I still feel, what they say, if you're doing something and it doesn't, putting in the effort for the amount of reward is really, really difficult sometimes, because I went from subscriber count, peak subscriber anxiety. For some reason, YouTube took another fucking subscriber away from me. If none of the subscribers have ever been taken away from me, I would probably be closer to 1,000 these days. Then start trying to stay above the 450 mark. All right. Yes, she would have. So, looking like a day for number 2s. Well, who knows? Depending upon the number 2 you're talking about. All right, here. Oh, we got a couple things I want to address before we go on here. So, bear with me. I have something here, which we still got to do a little thingy. But guess who has a book out? Our own Pizza, and he sent me a copy. It's called Visions from the Past. If one of you guys out there can look it up and look it up and put a link, you can get it on Amazon. But here, person you can congratulate right now is this guy here. All right, his second book, and I have both. Then, let me put this on here. I am doing an interview with Echo from used to be living my best life at 60. Now she's called Kaleidoscope of Happiness. Yes, Kaleidoscope of Happiness. On Saturday. So yeah, so go out there and get it, and we'll do something this weekend after my interview. Yes, there's your book. And I'm pretty sure if you talk to him, you can get him to give you a autographed one. All right, so where are we at now? Go on, George. You go do your thing. Just don't pee on the floor. Yeah, I'm telling my dog not to pee on the floor. All right, so here. Probably like we did the last one, if that's okay with you, dude. We'll do the round robin like we were supposed to do last weekend, and I have wine, so I'll send y'all a link. All right, so here, make sure if you see Haggis out and about, tell her that this one's dedicated to her. on gay wallpaper. Oh, here, let me. William Carlos Williams. This is the guy that we hardly ever have on here because he was an interesting writer, I'll tell you that.
The green, blue ground is ruled with silver lights to say the sun is shining. And on this moral sea of grass or dreams lie flowers or baskets of desire. Cerulean shapes laid regularly round, match roses and trident leaves of gold. Threes and threes. 3 roses and 3 stems. The basket floating, standing in the horns of blue, repeating to the ceiling, to the windows where the day blows in, the scallop curtains to the sound of rain. Curtains to the sound of rain.
Now, that one was pretty cool. I don't know about you, but I really like that. Yes, and here is the link to his book right here. And we'll do here too. Let me share the old screening here. Here is what you'll see when you go look at it on Amazon right there. So let's make him an Amazon bestseller. That means I gotta go buy his book. So what do y'all think of that one? I like that one. Maybe we should have went ahead and pressed on Monday, but no. Things happen how they happen sometimes. But yes, this is cool. Definitely going to have to do more William Carlos Williams. But like I said, you just got to check him out. He was an interesting fella. Lots of interesting fellas.
The green-blue ground is ruled with silver lines to say the sun is shining. And on this moral sea of grass or dreams lie flowers or baskets of desires. Heaven knows what they are, between cerulean shapes laid regularly round,
them are interesting. Definitely both of them are interesting. But, okay. So, and 2 here. Interesting. Yes, a day of number 2s. So many jokes. So many jokes, but hey, I guess the only joke around here is my subscriber count. So if you like the shit, if you like it, subscribe, whatever. Fucking YouTube doesn't give a fuck anyways. At least I don't know what to do to get to get us more pushed out here. Yep, number 2. All right, we're being a democracy today. Oh boy, what a day so far. It's a Wednesday. What are y'all doing on this Wednesday day? Or what have y'all done? Any plans? I might go down to Hot Springs this evening. Don't know for sure. If it rains, don't know if I'm going to go anywhere. Oh, the 12-year-old boy in me. Oh boy. Yeah. So many jokes. Okay. Okay. So the first part of the show has been all number 2s. Let's see what this one is. Second part here. This one is 3 minutes and 36 seconds. So this one is a night at Dago Tom's. I'm assuming Dago because remember the word Dago used to be, and in some parts of the country is a slur, can be slur for Italians. Also, WAP was one too. That's a West Virginia thing. Melting and work. Yeah, I miss the ocean. I'm gonna try to get. I'm actually going to try to get down to come December to. I'm going to go on a vacation in December, and it's either going to be to Clearwater, Florida, or to Los Angeles. Well, San Diego, because I got a buddy who lives in San Diego, so we'll go up to Los Angeles. So probably Clearwater because I can drive there and it's cheaper. Oh, we are supposed to have rain today, I guess. I don't know. I really haven't checked the forecast. It's right there, I can tell you. No, we're not. Just cloudy. Great. I like cloudy because it keeps the heat off. But who knows? It's been freaking hot here. The humidity has been outrageous and atrocious. So here, enough of that here. Did I put that up there? Yep. All right, y'all look at the text while I put this up here, and I remember what the hell I'm about because it's a Wednesday morning.
Yesterday, I think it was, while cruising down the street, I met with Bill. Hello, he says, let's give the girls a treat. We'd red bandanas round our necks and our shrouds to rattle down. So we filled a couple of Santee crews and cleared for Sailor Town. We scooted south with a press of sail till we fetched to a caboose. The sailors rest by Dago Tom alongside Patty's Goose. Red curtains to the windies, and white sand to the floor, and an old blind fiddler lilting the tune of Lowlands No More. He played the shaking of the sheets, and the couples did advance, bowing, stamping, curtsying in the shuffling of the dance. The old floor rocked and quivered, so it struck beholders dumb, and afterwards there was sweet songs and good Jamaican rum. fetched to land, oh, not atween the linen sheets. Blind fiddler played the tune of Pipe the Watch Below. The skew-eyed landlord doused the glim and bade a stamp and go. And we linked it home, did Bill and I, down the scattered streets, until we fetched a land, a knot atween the linen sheets. Oh, the old blind fiddler played the tune of Pipe the Watch Below. The skew-eyed landlord doused the glim and bade a stamp and go. And we linked it home, did Bill and I, down the scattered streets, until we fetched a land, a knot atween the linen sheets. The old blind fiddler played the tune of Pipe the Watch Below. The skew-eyed landlord doused the glim and bade us stamp and go. Then we linked it home to Bill and I, down the scattered streets, until we fetched to land, a knot atween the linen sheets.
Wow, I like that one. All right, so considering we got I wanted to dive into the water. There's the one of the major water, I call it a waterway, way that goes through here, called the Cadron, and there's a spot up the road that people go swimming at. I'm thinking about going up there because when it's running like it is right now, it's actually pretty cool. Fighting new friends. Yep. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, and you're having problems with your environmentals, and like same here. The only thing I got working here is a freaking wall unit that's like right on the other side of the screen here, blowing right at me. And I live in an old place, and the installation sucks. I got to replace everything. Next year, you'll be going on that journey with me too. But that's neither here nor there. But what do you think of that? I like how it brought out the sea shantiness in it, you know, because it's from, if you go on that link here, and you go down below and you'll see the little write-up on it, and it's about the seafaring culture and stuff, but it was published in Saltwater Poems and Ballads in 1902. All right, let's listen to the other one, because I was going to say something and I forgot, so it must not have been important. God, I miss the sea.
Oh, yesterday I think it was, while cruising down the street, I met with Bill. Hello, he says, let's give the girls a treat. We'd red bandanas round our necks and our shrouds new rattled down. So we filled a couple of Santa Cruz and cleared for Sailor Town. We scooted south with a press of sail till we fetched to a caboose. The sailors rest by day go Tom alongside Patty's goose. Red curtains to the windies played the shaking of the sheets, and the couples did advance, bowing, stamping, curtsying in the shuffling of the dance. The old floor rocked and quivered, so it struck beholders dumb, and afterwards there were sweet songs and good Jamaican rum. There was many a merry yarn, many a merry spree, aboard the ships with royals set a-sailing on the sea. Yarns of the hooker spindrift, hers had the clipper bow and dash. There ain't no ships as built to me like that there hooker now. When the old blind fiddler played the tune of Pipe the Watch Below, the skew-eyed landlord doused the glim and bade us stamp and go. When we linked it home, did Bill and I it down the scattered streets, until we fetched to land a knot between the linen sheets.
Now that was an interesting interpretation, but I agree, one was better. The sea shantiness actually fit the poem better than country. You like two? I was also thinking when I started hearing the first one, maybe something like progressive bluegrass. But as far as those two, I'm with our pizza here. Also, get you a swamp cooler. You know, you can make them get a little like cooler and a fan. That's what people used to do. I drove a bus in San Antonio for a school district. Never going to do that job again. There's guys, because a lot of those guys have a lot of those buses don't have air conditioning. So I see people with little coolers, and it's got a little pipe that sticks out and points towards you, and a little fan blows cool misty air right on you. You know, a little cooler, put ice in it, swamp cooler. I'm actually thinking about trying that myself in here. All right, so that was an interesting one. We like interesting here, and now we're going on to our war poet. One of our war poets, John McCrae, in Flanders Field.
In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the lark still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields.
was weird there at the end. Yeah, Ned Flanders. Oh, we're all going to hell. Oh, well, some people think we live there already. And I kind of agree with you in some ways. Oh, but we're not going to go there because we're supposed to be family friendly here. All right, so let's listen to the second one in Flanders Fields, John McRae.
Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place. And in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly. Scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. In Flanders Fields. In Flanders Fields.
Yeah, hey, Style, you're here just for us to condemn ourselves to hell because Ned Flanders. Yeah, we're all going to hell. I'm going to Sabbath that one up. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on both of them, but yeah. Number one was a little better. All right. So, good morning, Style. Hope you're having a good morning and going to have a good day because here we go. We're just going to go ahead and get on. Ooh, we're at the last one. We're at our final selection for today. Oh, yeah, here is our Sarah Teasdale one. Sarah Teasdale, here we go. Need a copy there. Paste that there. Here y'all go. Y'all can. Well, 2 was alive for the first half of the program. All right. Our last one, Sarah Teasdale, Advice to a Girl. You know we love Sarah Teasdale here.
No one worth possessing can be quite possessed. Lay that on your heart, my young angry dear. This truth, this hard and precious stone, lay it on your hot cheek, let it hide your tear. Hold it like a crystal when you are alone, and gaze in the depths of the icy stone. Long, look long, and you will be blessed. No one worth possessing can be quite possessed. Long, look long, and you will be blessed. No one worth possessing can be quite possessed. No one worth possessing can be quite possessed. Lay that on your heart, my young angry dear. This truth, this hard and precious stone, lay it on your hot cheek, let it hide your tear. Hold it like a crystal when you are alone, and gaze in the depths of the icy stone. Long, look long, and you will be blessed. No one worth possessing can be quite possessed.
That one tried to be avant-garde and wasn't getting it. Good advice for anybody, really. According to the little write-up here, this poem serves as a cautionary tale advising the recipient to recognize that those worthy of love cannot be fully controlled or owned. Yay! So, yeah. Yeah, never pick a fight with Styles. She's a redhead. She'll gut you. All right. Believe me, I know about those redheads. You guys can be brutal.
One word possessing can be quite possessed. Lay that on your heart, my young angry dear. This truth, this hard and precious stone, lay it on your hot cheek, let it hide your tear. Hold it like a crystal when you are can be quite possessed.
Yeah, I don't know about either of those. So we're gonna revisit that one definitely. A little better than the first one, but when I think of Sarah Teasdale, we're not done. I think of here. Let me put this here. Let's go here, and let's go here.
If he could know my songs are all for him, at silver dawn or in the evening glow, would he not smile and think it him if he could know? Or would his heart rejoice and overflow as happy brooks that break their icy rim when April's horns along the hillsides blow? I may not speak till Errol's torch is dim. The god is bitter and will have it so. And yet tonight our fate would seem less grim if he could know. Or would his heart rejoice and overflow as happy brooks that break their icy rim when April's horns along the hillsides blow? I may not speak till Errol's torch is dim. The god is bitter and will have it so. And yet tonight our fate would seem less grim if he could know.
All right, dude. Don't have too much fun. Let us know all about it tomorrow. Have a good one. Ooh, let's see here. Oh, yeah. This is the funniest freaking thing I've read all day. Oh, boy. All right, let's play some more. Now that we got through with that part. Oh, we're going to be playing this one here. Oh, come on.
Here lies a lady of beauty and high degree, of chills and fever she died, of fever
see here. I can see that. That song has a special place in my heart, especially the music video. Because, you know, me and a bunch of other teenage boys at that time, when we saw that music video and Susanna Hoffs just did that, look that way, and that it was just, yeah, teenage boys. What can you say? Don't have too much fun dealing with that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm of two minds. Oh, let's see here. This guy. I've only listened to one thing by him, that really long 10-minute song of his, Hey Ren. And the reason I know about it is a friend of mine, one of a buddy of mine from way back, turned me on to him. And I don't know if I have the courage to listen to any more of his stuff. But yeah, he's a freaking poet. He's a poet, definitely. Yes, his creativity is amazing. This is a great mashup. Well, that's KT Tunstall's. She's a one-woman band, you know. That's what I love about her. You just give her a guitar and a mixer and stuff, and I'll have to look that up. All right, let's play some more. Since we got more people in here. I ain't got nothing going on today. Tomorrow will be no. I have tomorrow. Maybe later in the day. I don't know, because I have an appointment at 8 o'clock in the morning with my primary. So, you know how that goes. All right. Let's play. Let's see here. Let's do some blues. Some dance.
Fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. Keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see.
Good evening, T. How's it going? How was your day? This Wednesday. How's it going? Yes, let's put a little bit more pep in the step, because we do got some tracks that will do that now, don't we? Like this one. Ah!
He sleeps on the top of a mast with his eyes fast closed. The sails fall away below him like the sheets of his bed, leaving out in the air of the night the sleeper's head. Asleep he was transported there, asleep he curled, hit a gilded ball on the mast top, or climbed inside a gilded bird, or blindly seated himself astride. I am founded on marble pillars, said a cloud I never moved. See the pillars there in the sea, secure in introspection. He peers at the watery pillars of his reflection. A gull had wings under his and remarked that the air was like marble. He said, up here I tower through the sky, for the marble wings on my tower top fly. But he sleeps on the top of his mast with his eyes closed tight. The gull inquired into his dream, which was, I must not fall. The spangled sea below wants me to fall. It is hard as diamonds, it wants to destroy us all.
Sophia, if you're still here, this one's for you.
As a twig trembles, which a bird lights on to sing, then leaves unbent, so is my memory thrilled and stirred. I only know she came and went, as clasped some lake by gusts unriven, the blue dome's measureless content. So my soul held that moment's heaven. I only know she came and went, as at one bound our swift spring heaps, the orchards full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May, my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. went. As everyone bound, our swift spring leaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clover May, my wintry sleeps, I only know she came and went. Only to think she came and went.
Well, kiddo, we know you got this. We got faith in you. You guys have faith in me. Look how my 5-week, my term came out. You do the work, you get your results. It's not the end of the world, but the pressure is real. In the meantime, we got your back. So, whatever happens, happens. Remember, be mindful of today. The future in the back of the old noggin, but you're still young. You'll make it. You got it. And then good evening, Athila. How are you doing? Well, you're part of the family. You know, we celebrate each other's victories, and we're there for each other when we need each other, I guess. You know, that's what chosen family does. So what do y'all want to hear? Here, about chosen family.
Not marble nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme, but you shall shine more bright in these contents than unswept stone besmeared with sluggish time. When wasteful war shall statues overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry, nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn the living record of your memory. Gains death and all oblivious enmity, shall you pace forth, your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity that wear this world out to the ending doom. So till the judgment that yourself arise, you live in this, dwell in lovers' eyes. Against death and all oblivious enmity, shall you pace forth, your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity that wear this world out to the ending doom. So till the judgment that yourself arise, judgment that yourself arise. You live in this and dwell in lovers' eyes. Bake the day she suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple pie. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books.
All right, here. If you got a link, because I'm not subscribed to Joy. Joy's kind of too much for me in some ways. It's just I don't know. Yeah, it's morning here too. So yeah, if you've got a link to that, so people want to watch it, or are you doing it on your channel too? Because I'm not subscribed to Joy. Like I said, she's a little too much for me. Not that her style's just, you know me, fellas. I'm kind of subdued when it comes about. I have no idea. But okay, and then if you can find one of y'all can put up a link to that. So yeah. All right, let's play some more because you know it's Wednesday. Yeah, when they start with the religious stuff, I'm all for people being all when it comes to religion and stuff like that, I'm very subdued, partially because that's where I came from, and you know, and yes, she is huge character, you know. Yes, that is one of her things. She's a very, very huge character, and it's interesting how things have developed. Yeah, get the word out. Yeah, she is a great speaker and all that. She wouldn't be where she is, you know. For freaking sake, she's like 3 steps away from power, you know, and got her ass slapped for it. You know, so you haven't got the, and you know, it'd be cool if she liked it. If she saw what I do and liked it, then that would be cool. I would definitely have. Wouldn't mind someone telling her about me. No. Yeah, but I don't know. I am not too. I think the people ruling us right now are all freaking corrupt idiots. And I don't see Scientology's tax status getting revoked anytime soon. You know? Yeah. 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 Yeah, I ain't even gonna go there. We're being governed by freaking corrupt idiots and it's a long story how things have gotten the way they are. So, in the meantime, let's here we can listen about Lancelot fucking stuff up.
Shot from a bower eaves, he rode between the barley sheaves. The sun came dazzling through the leaves and flamed upon the brazen greaves of bold Sir Lancelot. A red cross knight forever kneel to a lady in his shield that sparkled on the yellow field beside remote Shalott. The jammy bridle glittered free like to some branch of stars we see hung in the golden galaxy. The bridle bells rang merrily as he rode down from Camelot. And from his blazoned baldric slung a mighty silver bugle hung. And as he rode his armor rung beside remote Shalott. Sunlight glowed on burnished hooves. His warhorse strode from underneath. His helmet flowed, his coal black curls as on he rode, as he rode down from Camelot. From the bank and from the river he flashed into the crystal mirror. Tiralira, tiralira, sang Sir Lancelot.
All right. Yes, always be wary of anybody. But, despite me and my mommy issues, one piece of advice my mom always says, never trust your left hand from your right. So I do it this way. Words are cheap. Don't pay attention to what comes out of someone's mouth. Their behavior, what they do, defines them. And if their words match what they do, and whether it's good or bad, at least they're genuine. I hope so, but I'm fucking cynical about things, especially the way this world's just going crazy. It's like, how do I put it? They've given the loony birds the key to the clown car, and we're all along for the ride, and I'm just hoping to survive it, And I want to believe, that maybe something will happen eventually within my lifetime, maybe sooner. Because, depending on what's keeping it together now, then we'll know, Let's see. I have no idea who Shannon is. Or Shannon. Is it the Shannon at the... Oh, the Shannon at the test center. Okay. Remember, I don't do TikTok. I barely get along with YouTube, and YouTube fucking hates me because I'm ugly. I don't have the... I have the face for radio and the voice for neither. Hang on. Yeah. Another little cliche little thing I like to say is eventually a leopard shows its spots. Given enough time, a leopard. That's why I'm me. I'm me. And that's why here on this channel I focus on poetry, because I'm a poet, damn it. Me either. I'm doing barely enough to do live streams on YouTube. Yeah. All right. Let's play some more. Talking about the community and everything. But yeah. T, if you want to turn Joey Velo into what I'm doing, by all means do. I will definitely not be averse to that.
Heaven bless the babe, they said. Heaven bless the babe. What queer books she may said, where she must have read. She must have read. Love by whom I was beguiled. Grant I may not bear a child. Little does she guess today, what the world may be, they say. What the world may be, they say. Snow drift deep and covered till the spring, my murdered lover. till the spring, my murder lover. Snowdrift deep and cover till the spring, my murder lover.
Let's see here. All right, let me play a few more here. I just gotta, excuse me, figure out the one I want to play here because, yeah, I should be more on top of things sometimes. But you know, I've been busy for the last couple of weeks, and I figured it out right here. Well, last month and a half, and I'm off until I think I start back to school on the 20th of August. So next 5 or 6 weeks. So here we go.
I've stayed in the front yard all my life. I wanna pee at the back, where it's rough and untended and hungry weed grows. A girl gets sick of a rose. I wanna go in the backyard at night and maybe down the alley to where the charity children play. I want a good time today. They do some wonderful things. They have some wonderful fun. My mother sneers, but I say it's fine. How they don't have to go in at 8:45. My mother, she tells me that Johnny May will grow up to be a bad woman, that George will be taken to jail soon or late. On account of last winter, he sold our back gate, but I say it's fine. Honest, I do. And I'd like to be a bad woman too, and wear the brave stockings of night black lace, and strut down the street with paint on my face.
Let's speed it up a little bit.
soft in the pure profile, not as when she laughs, for that spoils all, but rather as if aloft. Yon hyacinth she loves so leaned its staffs, burthen of honey-colored buds to kiss, and capture twixt the lips apart for this. Then her lithe neck 3 fingers might surround. How it should waver on the pale gold ground, up to the fruit-shaped perfect chin it lifts. I know Correggio loves to mass in rifts of heaven his angel faces, orb on orb, breaking its outline, burning shades absorb. But these are only masks there, I should think, waiting to see some wonder momently grow out, stand full, fade slow against the sky. That's the pale ground you'd see this sweet face by. All heaven, meanwhile, condensed into one eye, which fears to lose the wonder should it wink.
Whenever I think of the name Ralph, 2 things. First one is the movie So I Married an Axe Murderer, because they'd be asleep, and Nancy Travis's character would talk about Ralph, But the other one is Cheech and Chong in their movie Up in Smoke, when after they meet for the first time and they're in the they're pulled over on the side of the road, and cops behind them, and Chong's character is trying to eat all the weed or whatever, because the cops coming, and Cheech's character's all messed up, and the cop asks Cheech's character what his passenger is Chong's character's name is, and right when he does that, Chong's character throws up, and Cheech goes, "His name is Ralph, man." Here we go. Where is it?
There are hermit souls that live withdrawn in the place of their self-content. There are souls like stars that dwell apart in a fellowless firmament. There are pioneer souls that blaze the paths where highways never ran. But let me live by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Let me live in a house by the side of the road where the race of men go by. The men who are good and the men who are bad, as good and as bad as I would not sit in the scorner's seat, nor hurl the cynic's ban. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I see from my house by the side of the road, by the side of the highway of life, the men who press with the ardor of hope, the men who are faint with the strife. But I turn not away from their smiles and tears, both parts of an infinite plan. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I know there are brookland meadows ahead and mountains of wearisome height, that the road passes on through the long afternoon and stretches away to the night. And still I rejoice when the travelers rejoice and weep with the strangers that mourn, nor live in my house by the side of the road like a man who dwells alone. Let me live in my house by the side of the road, where the race of men go by. They are good, they are bad, they're weak, they are strong, wise, foolish, so am I. Then why should I sit in the scorner's seat or hurl the cynic's ban? Let me live in my house by the side of the road and be a friend to man.
Uh-oh. All right, well, if someone can get the... yeah. You have a windowsill? Oh. All right, I'm going to play one more. I don't know what I'm going to play yet, but remember, everybody, let me put this caption up here. Fair use. Yeah, more important. Have an awesome day. So what are we going to play us out on? Okie dokie here. Let's play out on this one.
Time to put off the world and go somewhere and find my health again in the sea air. Beggar to beggar cried, being frenzy struck, make my soul before my pate is bare. And get a comfortable wife and house to rid me of the devil in my shoes. Beggar to beggar cried, being frenzy struck, worst devil that is between my thighs. And though I'd marry with a comely lass, she need not be too comely. Let it pass. Beggar to beggar cried, being frenzy struck, but there's a devil in a looking glass. Nor should she be too rich, because the rich are driven by wealth as beggars by the itch. Beggar to beggar cried, being frenzy struck, and cannot have a humorous happy speech. And there I'll grow respected at my ease, and here amid the garden's nightly peace. Beggar to beggar cried, being frenzy struck, the wind-blown clamor of the barnacle geese. barnacle geese.
Yeah, good neighbors are good to have. I have good neighbors. Cows, and a recluse. And no one across the road. So cows are the best neighbors to have. No, seriously. Y'all have a good day. I know I'll see y'all out in the chats because if it's going to be cloudy, I might do some work today out in the yard. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll be back on Friday with the show. I'm probably just going to make something up or whatever. Who knows? Probably redo some of these. Might do a mini redo and review. Who knows? But in the meantime, y'all have an awesome day, my friends. Thank y'all for spending a little bit, almost 2 hours of y'all's life with me this morning. I really appreciate it. Hopefully T's made it to her thing with Joy Vila, and it's on her here. Let me check. But that might be interesting. I don't know. I'm subscribed to T. Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'll have a good one. Me on backwoods internet. Nope, nothing yet. Nothing yet. So we'll figure it all out, and I'll see y'all around in the chats. It does not look like like I said, backwoods internet. Does not look like anybody's on. So yeah, she's on later. See y'all. Okay. We'll figure it out. I'll see y'all around. Bye.